Carnival is a feast that comes after Christmas and precedes Lent, a period of fasting and spirituality that comes before Easter. And because of the following weeks of moderation, people during the week of Carnival have fun. And as we say here in Italy, a carnevale ogni scherzo vale. And here in Milan, we celebrate the Carnevale Ambrosiano that starts 5 days later, the beginning of the Carnevale Romano, and ends the first Sunday of Lent. And otherwise, the Carnevale Romano starts 5 days earlier, the day before Ash Wednesday, and ends the Shrove Tuesday.
Carnival is celebrated by everybody, from adults to adolescents and children. Adolescents usually wear costumes and colored and funny wigs, and with these costumes they go to parties or simply around the city. Little girls like disguising as fairies, and little boys like wearing costumes of their favorite superheroes. Thanks to all these costumes, Milan is a multitude of colors. During Carnival, Italian people usually go to the mountain to ski, because during this festivity there is 1 week of holiday called White Week. Fine.
To celebrate Carnival the best way possible, it's absolutely necessary to buy confetti, streamers, noisemakers to scare friends, spray cans, fantastic costumes, and to have a perfect makeup. The confetti are small pieces of colored paper sold in bags, which we normally buy in supermarkets, can also make at home. If you take some colored sheets of paper and then cut them into small pieces, or take the newspapers that we read over and cut them. I've always done them this way. Instead, streamers are long strips of colored paper in the shape of pipe, which if you blow into them, they unroll and they form a colored spiral.
I think every child loves to build their own carnival mask. In fact, in the schools, the teachers before Carnival built carnival paper mask for every child. It's really simple to build one, and there are lots of ways to do it. The easiest way is to draw the outline of a form of a mask, color it and then cut it out, or you can take a paper plate, those used for birthday parties, and use it as template by changing it at will. I recommend you to follow all our tips, and you will have a fantastic carnival too.
Every year in Milan, Carnival is celebrated with a street parade, with clowns, juggles, carnival floats, music and fun. The parade is usually on Saturday, from morning until late afternoon, and it takes a route which goes through the most important streets in Milan. Every year there is an official theme, and the carts must be dressed according to it. During these days, the streets are full of families and kids that play and stay together. The origin tells us why the Carnival of Milan is the last in Italy. Sant'Ambrose asked people to wait him to celebrate Carnival. So, for this reason, the Carnival of Milan is the last in Italy.
E ora faremo travestire i ragazzi.
No.
Dovete travestirvi.
Okay, girl, he's still good. Yes.
Walked in this party and these girls looking at me. Skinny jeans on and you know my head nappy. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, okay. I want y'all to do this dance now. Juju on that beat. Juju on that beat. Juju on that, juju on that, juju on that beat. Now slide, chop, hit don't for no stop. Let's go.
divertirci, guardare gli spettacoli,
tirare i coriandoli,
le stelle filanti. E ci piace travestirsi, fare degli scherzi, giocare.
Quali sono i vostri travestimenti preferiti?
Elsa, Harry Potter,
da cowboy,
pirata,
da ladro, da Spider-Man,
da
da bestia.
Qualche altro costume da ragazza? Elsa? Penso lo conosca.
Che dolci mangiate solitamente a
chiacchiere,
Le chiacchiere,
le patatine, le patatine, beviamo la birra e la crema, si mangia le chiacchiere, il pomodoro, la crema e il cioccolato, le patatine.
Hi, we are Gaia, Giulia, Carlotta, Esther and Giulia, and today we are going to talk about Carnival food. In Italy there are many typical sweets that everyone eats during the period of Carnival. They can be cooked at home or sold at supermarkets and bakeries. Obviously the ones homemade and prepared in bakery are better and fresher than the ones you can find at supermarkets. Every part of Italy has its own recipes. And the most known ones are gli struffoli, le chiacchiere and i tortelli. La chiacchiera is an Italian sweet product typical of the period of Carnival. Le chiacchiere are made of flour, sugar, eggs, butter and yeast. Then they are fried in boiling oil and at the end they are covered with powdered sugar for decoration. Usually they have a crumbly rectangular shape. Almost everyone in Italy during the Carnival eats chiacchiere. What are you waiting for? Come to Italy and try them! Tortelli are typical sweets of the north of Italy, to be specific of Milan. There are a few simple ingredients. In fact, they are made of flour, eggs, sugar, milk, butter, vanillin and a pinch of salt. The dough is so fluid. In fact, it is dipped in a warm water. Once they are fried, they are covered with sugar. They can be filled with chocolate or cream or empty, but either way they are delicious.
Truffoli are the sweets more typical of the Neapolitan tradition. They are small balls of sweet dough, fried and then drenched in the honey and decorated with color sprinkles or candied fruit. They are spread in the south of Italy, where a lot of different types are cooked. The ingredients are sugar, eggs, flour, seed oil, peanut oil for frying, white flour, honey, baking powder for dessert, a pinch of cinnamon, a pinch of salt and a wrench of avena.
Now we are in a shop near Duomo Square which sells olive sweets called Auto di Colciario. Here we can find all the typical carnival sweets like struffoli, tortelli and chiacchiere. It's a very crowded shop for its position and for the quality of the products. Now we are going to ask some questions to the people that are into the shop to see what people eat in this period. I dolci tipici di Carnevale li mangia solo durante questa festività o durante tutto l'anno?
No, durante soltanto la festività di Carnevale.
E invece qual è il dolce di questa festività che ama di più?
Ah, senz'altro le chiacchiere.
I dolci di Carnevale preferisci comprarli al supermercato o farli in casa o in pasticceria?
Allora, o comprarli al supermercato o comprarli in pasticceria, sicuramente non farli in casa.
Qual è il dolce che non può mai mancare sulla sua tavola per questa festa?
Le chiacchiere. e i tortelli.
Mangiate altri dolci tipici di Carnevale oltre a quelli più conosciuti come le chiacchiere e i tortelli?